All right, guys, so the A-pillar itself, you got to be very careful, obviously, trying to make that cut all the way in the inside without destroying all of the plastic shit in this wire harness is actually kind of difficult. So I nicked my plastic a few times, which I don't really care. When this thing was rolled over, the mirror bolts were shoved into this interior. So maybe one day I'll replace the plastic, but I'm okay with the damage that I've caused, which is just like little shit like this. You can see all the metal flake, grinding, dust, so it's really important to cover everything up. But that's the A-pillar cut, and it goes nice and straight, and you get this nice straight cut like that. So I just used a standard grinder with a cutoff wheel, and then I have my Sawzall here. But to get that cut like that, the kit comes with a template, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to point, or in the previous post or a couple posts ago, I put some pictures up, but you have this plate. You mount the plate with the two bolts, the factory bolts, on the A-pillar like that. And then they have these pieces here that are laser etched in and out. So you can see it's laser edged inside and outside. I marked them just for easy reference, but you can see that the notches are cut at different lengths. So this notch they're different lengths. You can't really screw it up, right? Which is nice. And then this piece here goes at the bottom. And when you put this at the bottom, after you put the other two in there, this will surround the A-pillar like this, like so. Let me get a better view here. Like that. Right? And then you just take your marker and mark on top of it, and then take this off, and then finish marking your line around. And then the grinder wheel, as long as you start straight, it'll end straight. So it's the cutoff wheel, as long as you start straight, it'll end straight. It's pretty good about keeping itself straight as long as you're not trying to break the wheel, you know, like putting weight on the grinder in the wrong place. But that's it for the A-pillar. I'm gonna finish that cut here in just a second. But for the B-pillar, you cut straight across the inside plate. Then, let me jump up here. And then up here, the idea is to keep the drain tube for the top. So there's the drain tube. So you cut around the drain tube. Of course, all this will get cleaned up with the grinding wheel. And then there's a little tab right here you got to cut. You got to cut that off. As far as there is no C-pillar on the factory cage, right? So it just goes all the way back to the D. So the D-pillar I had already cut off, but I sheared it off there with a Sawzall blade about a year ago. It's different than where GenRight tells you to cut it, but it's not going to get used anyway. I'm pretty sure I have to cut, eventually going to have to cut some spot welds back here, but I'll figure that out as I go. But this first A-pillar cut turned out really nice. Turned out nice and straight, right on the line. Not bad at all. And I didn't destroy really anything in here. Pretty proud of that. Try to get that cut in there without destroying all the plastic shit. I hit it several times, but I ended up propping this up with a drill. So I put something in there so I can actually get this up and out of the way a couple inches. I should have just removed the whole thing, but that's okay. Be all right. All right. Just hit me up with any questions you got. Once the cage comes out, then I'll start prepping. Start putting parts in, I think. So I think the first step will be these guys. Actually, I think the first step in the instructions is the D-pillar plates, so that'll help. The other guy that was I can't remember his username right now. Anyway, you know who you are. It'll help you figure out whether or not, or what you need to do to fab these plates to make your coilover mount work. Yeah, we'll get there. Nice.